America is grappling to understand the Arizona tragedy, and the absolute vacuum of leadership on both sides is staggering. We live in a country that has been struck by John Hinckley Jr., by Sirhan Sirhan, Lee Harvey Oswald, Mark David Chapman. We know crazy killers. We've also been hit by terrorists like Timothy McVeigh, the D.C. sniper John Allen Mohammed, the Fort Hood killer Nidal Hassan, and 19 hijackers, all claiming to be freedom fighters. So you'd think that we would understand terrorism, and maybe we'd understand the difference between madmen and terrorists. But we don't even understand terrorism because we don't even talk about it. And madmen, is it ever really their fault? It's got to be somebody else's fault. All evidence points to the fact that this assailant from this weekend was severely mentally disturbed. His belief system wasn't even rational by any modern political standard. He was an atheist who believed George W. Bush was responsible for 9/11. He feared a global currency, cited the Communist Manifesto of one of his favorite books, and thought the Mars rover landing was staged. These are not the opinions of a coherent individual. Far too often, we have seen in our schools and in our post office, in our office buildings, acts of violence from the misfits of society. We can look for the warning signs, but the truth is, you can't stop these things from happening. You can try, maybe you can stop a few of them, but these horrific events will always be with people in every nation. Because violence is a people problem, it's a human problem. Every American citizen can make a personal choice today, but that still won't stop it. But we can move forward on the acts of terrorism, because that's what they're calling this. It wasn't. This was an act of a madman. But let's talk about terror for a second. Do you believe that Americans from different walks of life, it doesn't matter, they can be communists, they can kill in the name of Karl Marx or George Washington, it doesn't matter, any walk of life, do you believe that people, individuals, can convince themselves that they are freedom fighters and carry out acts of violence? I believe that. The answer is yes. Now, if you agree with that, then what do? I challenge you tonight to take a clear stand. Turning these horrific events into an opportunity for political attack is childish at best. It is a response to a very grown-up problem, as if you were 4. Do I need to explain this isn't about winning a political blame game? This is about our republic. The atheists aren't to blame. Those who hate George W. Bush are not to blame. Those who don't believe in space travel are not to blame. Jared Lee Loughner is to blame. Period.